All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, man. Sorry about that. Had to run in a second late. Had to make sure, had to take care of a quick little something, something. Let me make sure the volume is good and you guys can hear me. And then we'll talk about all the good old boxing stuff going on today. Give me 1 second. And then I'll be able to know. All righty, it's all good. The volume's good, everything's good. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in the door. Chillville in the building. What's going on? Yeah, Team Crawford in the building. Say good morning, Team Crawford. If Bud takes the Charlo fight and win, Bud get the bigger payday if he fights Spence. Hit that like button, man. You know what it is. I hope he does, man. I hope he does get that fight, man. Oh yeah, that ain't me. That's just what's going on, my man. Let me say what's up, everybody in the chat, though. Freddie Jimenez in the building. What's going on, Freddie Jimenez? Good morning, Martin, and everybody in the chat. Come hit that like button as you come in the chat. Support the channel. Yes, please support the channel and hit that like button. Help me with the algorithm, man. Help me get the channel out there, man. We got a lot of good people that like to have good boxing talk, and this is what the channel's for, to chop it up about this boxing. Charles Wilkerson said, I heard Keith Thurman only did 49,000 pay-per-view buys. Now he wants Crawford. Charles Wilkerson, nobody know the numbers over there, man. Them cats pulled them numbers out their backside, man. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm telling you, anytime I hear less than 50,000 pay-per-view buys, people say 35,000 pay-per-view buys. Dude, you can't lowball any more than that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are usually people that do not like Keith Thurman. That if somebody said 49,000, somebody does not like Keith Thurman. I mean, let's be reasonable now. You know what I mean? Let's be reasonable. People be like, oh yeah, because I heard the same thing. Guess what else I heard? I heard that Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury only did 35,000. I heard they only did 35,000. Man, I'll believe that. I'll believe that when I get it from somebody that ain't obviously don't like Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? And it's a room because all those numbers are rumored. But anyway, man, I'm rocking with Keith Thurman. I don't believe that. Anyway, Be Easy said, what's going on? He said, Grand Rise and Martin Fanaz Boxing Gurus in here and ready. Yes, sir. And Be Easy, thank you so much for your support in the let me know what's going on with boxing tip. G5 in the building. What's going on, brother? Said peace. Man, big time starting the chat off, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah, he said he running a little late. I'm back. Hey, Giovanni, you got to catch up to the chat. Come to the end of the chat. Hey, Giovanni Walker, whenever you catch up to this, go to the end of the chat. Because you've been running a little bit behind the chat for the last couple of days, man. Hey, Be Easy said, reports are saying Canelo will take the DAZN offer over Al Haymon's. That's what I expected. It's not true. Be Easy, that's a fake report. Canelo Alvarez blew that out of the water earlier today. And matter of fact, let me give you a little vision. Let me give you a little vision. I'm telling you, that ain't nobody. Mike Coppinger trying to act like he know everything. Like Mike Coppinger, dude. Mike Coppinger, that shit was a whole drama yesterday between Mike Coppinger and Dan Rayfield, in my opinion. But watch this. Canelo Alvarez, let's pull it up. This is what Canelo Alvarez said to Mike Coppinger. So look, here you go. And this tweet was deleted by the tweet author. That was Mike Coppinger's tweet. He deleted it. But anyway, here you go. Let's share a screen on this. Share the screen. Man, where my shares? It wouldn't let me share the screen. It froze. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, there you go. All right, so I'll share screen. Oh, man. Come on, man. It's going slow. Ugh, freezing up on me, man. Freezing up on me. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. I got to come in. I got to bounce in and out real quick, man, because I got froze. Jesus. All right, there you go. It unfroze. All right, here you go. Make sure it caught up because it did freeze. Oh, no, I wasn't froze. All right, here you go. Here you go, here you go, here you go. All right, see this right here? Canelo Alvarez says, I don't even agree. I'm still negotiating. Don't lie to the people. The day everything is signed, that day I'll let them know there's nothing concrete. Okay? So there you go. That's out of the mouth. That's out of the mouth of Canelo Alvarez. Rich said, for 9, looking kind of swole this morning. Yeah, I was working out this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And whoa, I'm always kind of swole though. I'm a big dude now. Don't walk up on me. It ain't easy money. I be trying to tell you. What's going on, Pat Tolliver? Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, we're gonna get on the good news, man, about all y'all. What's going on, Ryman Turner? We'll get on in a second. Hold on. Javier, what's going on? Said Bivol should be fighting Zerbo. He deserves a title shot. Ryman Turner in the building. What's going on, Richard, man? 209, King of Kings. Be easy. I said, good. Thank you for that. Hey, no worries, man. Jeremy Avery in the building. Mark Booker in the building. What's going on, Chi-Town? What's going on, Pat Tolliver? Big Block in the building. Windy City Assassin. Mike Ryan. Sorry to hear that, Mike Ryan. What's going on, Mike Ryan? Hope you're all right, man. Let me go back and look. Mike Ryan said, good morning, everybody. Rough times. Lost my father yesterday. I'm sorry, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Everybody take a pause, man. We're going to give Mike Ryan's father the 10 count. Love and respect to your family, man. Rest in peace to your father, Mike, and condolences to your family, brother. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Giovanni Walker said, for 9, you know that you are going to get a lot of haters today when you talk about Bud this morning. Yeah, come on, man. I don't care. I get hate all the time. We all roll with it, man. Mike Reyes, man. Good morning, Fanon. Good morning to you, brother. And what it do, Fanon? Hey, man, it's all good, man. I can't complain about a thing, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in the door. So let's start off with that, man. So what's going on, Corey Stevenson in the building? Yeah, man, so y'all can kick rocks with this Errol Spence Jr. ducking Terence Crawford stuff, all right? The man said it himself for the second time. That man is not ducking that fight. That it's black people's fault that the fight's not happening. Bud done turned into Malcolm X on mugs, man. Bud done turned into Stokely Carmichael, man. I like that in him, man. So two things. First, Bud didn't duck. 2, Bud ain't a coon. Errol didn't duck, and Terence Crawford ain't no coon. I've been telling y'all that on both sides of that. So just want to let you know, he proved me right on both parts, man. Truly Israel said, good morning, Fanon. Hopefully Canelo fights Benavidez and Charlo next. Keith Thurman, Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman next. Truly Israel's predictions. That's what's up, Truly Israel. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I hope so too. I hope so too. And I'm seriously, I am turning over a new leaf with Canelo Alvarez. All right, because I'm a Canelo fan. I am, and I like the guy, man. I like Canelo. I like him as a fighter. I think he's a good dude, except for the silk pajamas. Only problem I got with him is a person some dang silk pajamas. Other than the silk pajamas, I like the guy, man. I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. I like the dude. I like him as a fighter. So I'm not going to keep calling him a duck and this, that, and the other. You know, even though he is ducking Charlo, I got dog will you fight Charlo. I just want him to fight Charlo. And I'm going to be very, very serious about it because that's all I want. I don't want to debate anybody about who should fight, who's the harder fight, this, that, and the other. I don't care. I want to see him fight that guy. That's a fight that I want to see. That is the best fight for Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion. It's the fight that I want to see. Okay? I'm sure that Alexander Usyk is a harder fight for Canelo Alvarez than Jermell Charlo is. I'm positive of it. But I would still rather see Canelo fight Jermell Charlo than Alexander Usyk. You see what I'm saying? There's certain fights that I just want to see where I want to see those two guys get it on. I want to see Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I want to see that I want to see that fight. I don't care if there's any belts on the line. I don't care. I don't care what people got to say about them coming off losses. I don't care about any of that. I want to see those two fight. I want to see Bivol and Beterbiev fight. I would rather see Bivol fight Beterbiev than to see Bivol fight Canelo. I would much rather see that fight. I would rather see Zurdo Ramirez fight Beterbiev than Canelo Alvarez fight him. I'm not saying it's a better fight or it's a bigger fight or anything like that. I would rather see the fight. I would rather see Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford than see Errol Spence Jaron Ennis or Terence Crawford Jaron Ennis. I would rather see it. I would rather see that. I would rather see Terence Crawford, Errol Spence than Terence Crawford Ugas. I would rather see that fight. You know what I mean? So at this point in time, I'm just going to refer to it as the fight that I want to see because I think that is a fight because that's a fight I've been waiting for. Yeah, Tank versus Haney. I would rather the fight that I would rather see that I would most like to see for Devin Haney. I want to see Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis. I would rather see that's the fight the fight that I want to see most at lightweight is Gervonta Davis, Vasily Lomachenko. That's the biggest fight at lightweight for me. If those guys would just go at it, I would love it. I wouldn't care about the belts. I wouldn't care about any of that. I would rather see that's the fight that I want to see. And the reason that I want to see it is that's the fight that I've been waiting for the longest. I did a deep dive thought process on myself. It was like, let's be fair here about what people are saying about Canelo Alvarez. If you don't want to see Jermell Charlo get a fight, if you don't want to see that fight, okay. I understand you just don't want to see that fight. I want to see the fight. And honestly, I think it's a better fight, a more competitive fight than those weights up in the fights in the bigger weight classes. And that's just it. What do you say? Riz said Loma beats Kambosos, then we get Tank versus Loma. I hope so. That's what I mean. Hey, and you know what fight I want to see most for Devin Haney, really? I want to see, in fact, Gary Antoine Russell. I'm just being honest. If I could stick him in the ring with somebody, I would stick him in the ring with Gary Antoine Russell next month. You know what I'm saying? I would have him fight there next month because there's a real grudge there. There's an honest grudge there. I know Gary Antoine Russell don't like Devin Haney at all. And he's going to go in there to hurt that dude. And he wanted to fight the little Gary Russell, so fight the big Gary Russell. I would love to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Haney versus Shakur. Now I'm getting the Shakur fight that I want. I want to see Shakur. I want to see Shakur versus Oscar Valdez. I'm getting the Shakur fight that I want. Shakur has got the best fight of the year. She's got the best fight of the year coming up. So far, that's what I want. No Haney Ryan. Nah, man, I don't want to see Ryan. You know, I want to see Ryan fight Rolly. I want to see Ryan and Rolly. I would put Ryan in there with Rolly. Ryan in there with Rolly, or Ryan and Rolly. That's what I would like because they both talk a lot. Javier Solis said Gary Antoine Russell will hurt Devin Haney. I said that's what I want to see. I don't want to know. I don't know if he'll hurt him or not. You know, but I would love to see that fight. I would pay for a sparring match. No joke. If they televise a sparring match, I'd pay for a sparring match. L and LW said he wants to crush Haney. Stevenson gonna hurt somebody. Yeah, Oscar Valdez. He's gonna hurt Oscar Valdez. Beast Instruments said let him get a few fights in 140 before going against Russell. Why? Russell ain't got but what, 8 fights? Gary Antoine Russell is like, he got like 8 fights. He ready for that fight now, man. And much love to y'all that showed love in that super chat, man. Thank y'all for hitting me up in the super chat. And thank you guys so much for hitting in the Cash App. You guys supporting the channel makes the channel go. And I'm going to continually thank you guys for that support and allowing me to do this show and allowing me to have this channel and all the good stuff you guys do by supporting it. Thank you guys very, very much. William Old School Art in the building. What's going on, brother? He said, good morning, Fanon. I've been missing, have been leaving early all week. Hey, man. Hey, I'm glad you're here, brother. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, let me see. Kareem Jabbar said, Fanon, you claim to be a boxing fan, but only talk about Errol, Charlo. Don't block for asking a legit question. I'm not. That's not a question, dumbass. Kamar Jabbar, that is not a question. Can you ask a question? Hey, can anybody see a question in this statement? Does anybody see a question there? There ain't no question, man. That's a statement and an insult. Okay? There's literally no question in there, man. What's your question? However, you claim to be a boxing fan and only talk about Bud, Errol, and Charlo. Is that just really? I literally am talking about Gary Antoine. Hold on one second, man. Got to do it again. They beat me on this. All right, sorry about that. No, it was a sound for you, man. I got you. Got you. You guys can hear me now, right? You guys hear me now, right? Okay, yeah, I just have to pop in and pop out real quick. It's just crazy. It's what it is, man. I don't understand these guys. Why it just bops out all of a sudden. And then I literally got to leave and come back in to get it right. All right, man. Damon Haley said, King Kareem Jabbar, you forgot Haney, Loma, Cambosis, Alvarez, Russell, Gary Antoine Russell, Roy Jones Jr., B-Hop, Larry Holmes, Pernell Whitaker, and that's just the names that come off the top. Thank you. You mean you telling me, man, I talk about, and that's the crazy thing, man. Y'all just be trying to say any old thing, huh? Any old thing, bro. Anyway, Rise Podcast. Fanon, are you familiar with Lorenzo Truck Simpson? If so, what do you think? Yeah, I liked his last fight. Truck Simpson signed to MTK Global. Fights on the zone. Yeah, absolutely, man. I like Truck Simpson. I like him. He's a good fighter, man. Kind of like Austin. What's that dude's name? Austin, last name Austin. I like him too, man. A bunch of up-and-coming fighters. Going to be good things. Hopefully they get good shots, man. Hopefully they get shots. You know what I mean? Every time I'm here, that's why I was saying, man, shut up here. Shut up, dummy. Get out of here, Kareem. You didn't even ask a question, so I'm blocking you. All right? Say, ask a question to shut up. All right? Or I'm throwing you out for saying don't block people because they ask a question and not even asking a question. And saying something that's patently not true. Anyway, Bearcat Hampton, if Canelo takes a PBC deal, then what would make me, if that would make me a fan of again? Otherwise, to the pit of misery. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. But it is, honestly, man, I can't help it. I like Canelo, man. I do. He's a really good fighter, dude, and he seems like a good guy. You know what I mean? He's a really good fighter. He looks like a good guy. I don't think he can beat Andrade. And I want to see him fight the guys. I want to see him fight other fighters that I like. And it's just real, bro. Anyway, Javier Solis said, Truck is Tank's boy, and he's a hell of a fighter. Yeah, he's a good fighter, no doubt about it. I definitely agree with that. He's a good fighter, no doubt. Anyway, yeah, he got caught cheating. What can I say, man? What can I say? I'm not perfect, man. Yeah, bring back the heavyweight. I'm not talking about you, Eugene Thompson. I don't know what you mean by that, man. But Truck Simpson seems like a good fighter to me. I've seen him fight a couple times. You know, I haven't like really focused on him a lot, but I've definitely seen him fight several times. He's kind of to me like that kid Keyshawn Davis. You know, like I watch Keyshawn Davis. Every time I see Keyshawn Davis, yeah, Ammo Williams. Yeah, Austin Ammo Williams. Yeah, I like them. Those are a bunch of those guys that are coming up. Similar to Montana Love, guys like Montana Love, O'Shaquie Foster. You know, there's a lot of really good young fighters. There's a lot of good fighters out there, man. A lot of good fighters that ain't getting the shine that they should get. Nah, man. Hey, Bearcat Am said, all right, come on, man. Devin Haney, what's he even doing sparring Blair Cops? What's he doing even sparring him, man? Shut up, man. Man, keep your money, bozo. You know what I'm saying? Dog, please, dog, keep your money, bozo. Hey, hit me up on Cash App and request $1.99, brother. I'll give you your money back. All right? I'll give you your money back, dude. Anyway, in my opinion, Devin looks bigger than Blair did, and he is 147. Yeah, he's a big dude, man. No doubt about it, man. What do I think about Stevenson versus Colbert? I like the fight. You know, shoot, what is there to think about it, man? Make that fight. Hopefully Chris Colbert will wind up getting that chance at will wind up getting that fight with Gutierrez, and we won't have to wonder, and it'll be for a unification fight. You know what I mean? That's what I would think about him. But I like Chris Colbert, man. Super talented fighter, man. But it's just bad luck that dude caught COVID. And then it's bad luck for Gary Russell Jr. because that delays a fight that Gary could have with him. Or it actually might make it better. Depends on it because Gary probably I don't know if he had shoulder surgery or not. Anyway, Keyshawn Davis is nice. I don't know if he's the future, but he's definitely nice, man. Definitely really, really nice, man. And he's strong because he's a lot stronger than I thought he was, man. That's a strong 135, man. Strong 135. But also, you know, you got Frank Martin. Frank Martin's a very, very good fighter, man. Very good fighter. Manuel Esteves, Fernand, what do you think about Cinnamon accepting Eddie Hearn 2-fight deal? He didn't accept it. I think he didn't accept it. I think people are I think people are playing guessing games is what I think. Mike Covender keeps trying to break stories every 5 minutes, and they keep saying, and Canelo literally came out right after it and said that's not true. I have not accepted anything. Then seriously, he literally said that. Like, came out this morning, was like, I didn't say that. I didn't accept anything. Stop believing this. Now, the first time that happened was with Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso said that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, man. Hey, King said, I've realized it's Canelo's fanboys who make me dislike him. Yeah, that'll happen. You got to resist it. Kind of like Devin Haney fanboys. It's hard for me not to. People think I don't like Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney, but his fanboys irritate the tar out of me, man. Seriously, man. Y'all got to stop. They just go away. You know what I'm saying? With that conversation, man, we're going to have to agree to disagree, man. Dude, there's this guy named Calix Boxer. Is it Calix Boxing? A guy that I was subscribed by it. He said, Fanon does make stuff up. Yeah, okay, whatever, brother. Make this up. See you later, homie. Whatever, dude. I made what up? Oh, I'm sorry. You got thrown out. Man, kick rocks, brother. Anyway, Marlon Parker said, how can boxing fans... Oh, anyway, let me go back to Calix Boxing, who is a channel I used to watch when he used to do a lot of YouTube videos. But now, most of the times I see him on Twitter. Man, he called it Duck Tourette's. He's like, man, y'all got duck Tourette's. Duck. Like anything happens, duck. Hey, what happened, duck? What? Why if I duck? You know what I mean? Oh, hey, man, he went out. Oh, you're ducking. What do you mean? What are you talking about? He's ducking. Man, he's jumping rope. Oh, but he's ducking. He shouldn't be jumping rope. He should be fighting Devin. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. God dog. Deontay Wilder's ducking Devin. It's just ridiculous, man. You got to stop with all the duck. You're overdoing the duck. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying ain't nobody ever ducked him, but God dog. Every scenario is a duck. Got to stop it, bro. Yeah, man, I'm going to call that shit duck Tourette's. I was dying, man. Keith Nolan said, wow, there are mad trolls this morning. Oh, they love me. They ain't mad trolls. There's a couple cats mad, man. Shut, I don't care. Leave them alone. I can't even see them. Anyway, what is Devin Haney's best win? Jorge Linares. I would say is his best win. Jorge Linares. Oh, no, yeah, Jorge. I don't know. Jorge Linares, Giorgio Diaz, whatever. Alpha Net Analogs was going to say, for now we back. Crawford keep it real, right? Yeah, man, you know what it is. The man said the man ain't ducking. So y'all can stop. You guys that really don't even like Terence Crawford can stop using his name to attack Deontay Wilder. Okay? To attack Errol Spence. Because you don't even like Terence. Okay? Let's just be real. You don't even like him. You just don't like Errol Spence. And that's it. You them Charlie. Exactly. Because you think that I like Errol Spence Jr. so much, you come around here as this your reason to, this is an Errol Spence Jr. channel. This is Deontay Wilder channel. This is a Julio Cesar Martinez channel. This is a Guillermo Rigondeaux channel. It's a man, you guys just rinse and repeat with you dudes, bro. Good fight this weekend, Munguia versus Ballard. Hey, I'll take it. I'm not dying for it, Shakur TBE. You know what I mean? I'm not actually dying for it. Beats Instrumental said, if the shoe fits, wear it. If everybody's ducking heaven, it is what it is. But it's not. Okay? But it's not. All right? But it is not. All right? Let me assure you, it is not. All right? Just like Errol Spence Jr. fighting another champion is not ducking Terence Crawford. All right? George Kambosos fighting Vasily Lomachenko is not. Lomachenko fighting Teofimo Lopez was not a duck. One was a champion. The other one was a mandatory. Either one, he could fight either guy. When you have an equal choice between two people and you choose one over the other, it is not a duck. You got two. It's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Not everything is a duck, man. Not every time your fighter doesn't get a fight, it's a duck. All right, I'm just saying you're not doing Devin a service by claiming everything is a duck. Because at a point in time, it gets old. All right? At a point in time, it gets old. When a guy has a chance to fight another champion. Now, if nobody fights the guy, and yeah, okay. All right? If nobody fights the guy, okay. If you can't get but one fight a year, okay. But JoJo Diaz didn't duck him. Y'all were claiming JoJo Diaz. You called JoJo Diaz a duck. Literally. For non-ducking undisputed is an automatic. That's not undisputed. It ain't undisputed. That is not undisputed, brother. It's not undisputed. But anyway, we'll move on, man. Freddie Jimenez said, Martin, that kid Xander Zayas. Yeah, I like Xander Zayas. Middleweight boxing from Puerto Rico. Yeah. Young kid, dude, about 18, 19 years old, man. Good fighter, man. Good fighter. I like Xander Zayas. He needs more fights because he's great to watch. Plus, it'll build his fan base. Yeah, man, I like him, man. I like Xander Zayas a lot. Good, really good fighter, man. Really good young fighter. Take his time, man. I just say, man, just come on, man. Well, all of that. Hey, look, Ramin Turner, and much love to everybody supporting in the super chat. Much love to everybody who supports in the Cash App. Hold on one second. In a live stream.
Oh, my bad.
You never check the time, man. It's the same time every day. What's
I know that. I usually get a notification, but you got paid yesterday, right? I'm just checking.
Yes, I did. Thank you. All right. Bet. All right, sorry about that. That's my dude. Anyway, Spence ducking Thurman. Yeah, hey, look, man. Stop it, Ramin. The man, Terence Crawford himself said he wasn't ducking. Himself. The man is fighting for the dude is trying to get to undisputed. 3 belts. He's going for a belt. Wally Scott, L. Baywee said, remember I said this. What'd you say? This? How about I remember this? I got to go back and see it. Anyway, Trump was robbed like Loma. Hey, man. Trump was robbed like Loma. What you talking about, man? Anyway, good morning, Fanon. Blessings, brother. Team Spence. Smash that like. What's going on, DH? Anyway, man, I just telling you guys use that. You use it too much, man. You guys need to pump the brakes on all that, man. Just pump the brakes, man. One guy, yes. Everybody, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But anyway, Teofimo Lopez, make the fight now. Ramin said, you're a smart man. You know Crawford was not trying to throw Spence under the bus. You know, man, Ramin, I can't believe what Terence Crawford says. If I can't believe, first of all, it's the second time Terence Crawford said that because he's not ducking him. He's fighting for championships. That's not a duck. He literally is fighting. He fought the WBC champion and he fought the IBF champion. He fought the WBC champion and now he's fighting the WBA champion. That's not a duck, man. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Shakur TBE said, Fanon, did Leonard duck prior? I don't know. He didn't fight him, but he never moved into that weight class. So I don't know, kind of hard to say. He called him out, but he never moved into the weight class. So I don't know. You tell me, did he duck him? You know what I'm saying? However, I will tell you this. Sugar Ray Leonard is Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay? He wanted to fight. He fought, but who did he fight? He fought Tommy Hearns. He fought Wilfred Benitez. He fought Duran. He fought Hearns. Stop. Do you think, did he not fight? There are a lot of people he didn't fight, or did he not fight a 140-pounder that never moved up in weight? He never moved up, man. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say it's a fight that he didn't take. Tell you that. Anyway, Danny was his WBA. Exactly. Danny was his WBC mandatory. Stop, man. You know what I mean? Stop. Anyway. You guys kill me. The last title Spence fought was for Sean Porter. That was a fight. It was a fight before last, Ramin. It was the fight before last. And then he got in a car accident. And then he fought his mandatory. Do you not remember the car accident, Ramin? You want him to fight. You want him to come right out there and fight Terence Crawford right off that car accident, huh? The man can't fight a mandatory. Man, get out of here, man. Anyway, but don't get out of here. Stop. You don't have to fight your mandatory. It's called a mandatory, man. Do you know what mandatory means? You have to fight him. That's what literally the definition of mandatory. He fought his mandatory. Ramin about 23, man. I give him 23. Anyway, yeah, he fought Danny, who was his mandatory, man. Off of a major car accident and a long layoff, man. Stop. All right? Anyway. Man, stop. Anyway, Ramin bugging. Yeah, you're bugging, brother. That's all right, though. Anyway, Errol Spence ain't ducking nobody, man. Stop it. I mean, like, you know, Terence Crawford ain't ducking anybody. Didn't duck him. Terence Crawford didn't duck anybody, ain't ducked nobody. Errol Spence hasn't ducked anybody. It's just what it is, man. It's politics standing in the way of the fight to this date. However, Errol Spence has had a bunch of legitimate fights, man. Legitimate fights. Gene Warren, no, he didn't break any. Okay, you're right. He didn't break any bones, though. What near-death experience doesn't matter. You think you're being a little hard on him, man? You think you may be just being a little bit hard on him, brother? Keep Tahoe Blue said, Fanon, you know your boxing, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. That's a good compliment. We talk about it every day. I'd be kind of dumb if I didn't, which makes me really not understand you clowns. You know what I mean? With my racist agenda. Like, you're an idiot, dude. Boy, you an idiot, man. You're an idiot. Wow, man, you're an idiot. What an idiot. Anyway, man. No, y'all use that as an excuse. Use a car accident as an excuse to do what? The man came out and fought his mandatory, dude. He fought. Hey, literally, man. The man came out and fought Danny Garcia, a former unified champion at 140, a former champion at 147 pounds, a dude with knockout power, excellent top-level welterweight. Right off of a car accident. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse to be made, okay? You don't have to make an excuse about that, man. Danny Garcia is a good fight for anybody. Danny Garcia is a good fight for Terence Crawford. He's a legitimate fighter, bro. I wonder if you're racist when you talk about black. Man, let me tell you something. That's a black person calling me a racist. That is a bootlicking. That is a bootlicking apologist that has a bunch of racists in his chat. That's all that is, man. Shut up. That's like a black dude calling another black dude a racist. You don't get any more of a bootlicker than that. Shut up, you moron. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Fuck out of here. Anyway, you don't get to be, I mean, you can literally, man, shut up. R and Breezy says Spence has drinking problems. Okay, whatever, man. Sure he does. Okay. Any more trash you guys just want to throw at people, man? He said, it's ridiculous to call you racist. That's what I'm saying. It's obviously it is. Because I'm not. At all. Not at all, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't support any white fighters. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie, friend. That is a lie. I do not support them. What do you want me to do? Carry him through the room? What does that mean? What do you mean I don't support him? How am I supposed to support him? Joey Sr. Would love to hear this. How am I supposed to? What white fighter do I not support that I'm supposed to be supporting? Huh? I would love to hear it. Who? I guarantee you I can name you 5 black fighters that I don't support for every white person that you say that I don't support. I never said I don't support white fighters. I never said that. You're lying. Never said that. Ever said that. I support Jerry Cooney. Oh, yeah, Josh Taylor's one of the best fighters in the world. I could have sworn I was supporting Lomachenko the other day. Lomachenko don't count? Lomachenko don't count? I never said that, you idiot. Go away. I never said that. Ever said that. Shut up. Shut up, man. Go away, man. Oh, yes, you did. No, I didn't. No, I did not say that. I support Lomachenko. I'm getting all this sweat. I'm getting all this sweat about a Lomachenko from Devin Haney fans right now. What do you mean? Literally. Dude, I literally said Beterbiev. I want Beterbiev. When I said, what fights do I want to see? I said I want to see Arthur Beterbiev. I want to see Beterbiev and Bivol. Didn't I just say that? Literally just say that. The fights that I want to see. I would rather see Beterbiev fight Bivol than Canelo fight Bivol. I literally said that that's what fight that I wanted to see. What do you mean? Literally. Are you kidding me? What else? Literally, I said, been arguing with people that Lomachenko's not a hype job. Bunch of times. Just get out of here, man. He said you supported Caleb Plant too, and yes, you did. Just said that today. Exactly, man. They just lie, man. Them dudes just lie. They just lie, brother. That's all it is. They lie and they don't listen, and they just lie. Those dudes are the racists. Just so that you know, those guys, the ones that say that, are literally the racists, turning around and trying to call me a racist because I support black fighters. Supporting black fighters does not mean you do not support other fighters. Okay. Eating hot dogs does not mean you don't eat pizza. Dummy. Okay? I say I support black fighters. I do. Supporting black fighters don't mean there's no Mexican fighters you support. There are. There's plenty of Mexican fighters that I support. I support King Ray Martinez. Yes, I do. Julio Cesar Martinez. Ray means king. Forgive me. Anyway, you guys are the racists, and go away from me, man. Anyway, why waste your time? It takes so much. It's what it is, man. Brock, say that again louder. Yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, you can't support black people. Black people supporting black people is racist. That's literally stupid. I am black. Me supporting black people is not racist. It's me supporting black people. It's literally only one race involved in it. Black people. How's that work? How does Koreans supporting Koreans racist? It's not. You're racist when you mistreat somebody else. That's what it means. When you mistreat somebody else. You idiots. You're just an idiot. You're an idiot. You literally are an idiot. You support if you mistreat someone, that is racism. Mistreating them. Causing somebody to be treated in a way that they should not be treated because of the race that they belong to. That is racism. Supporting somebody because they are the same race as you is not racism because there's no mistreatment involved, you idiot. Yeah, Anthony, let's talk boxing. I don't mind it, brother. I don't mind it. Anyway, I just want to let you know, please stop. You guys, please, you racist people, please stop trying to do that. It's irritating. And I'm letting you know why I throw you out right away. Anyway, I hope you can fight because you talking to people crazy. Hey, Gene Warren, what are you going to do? I hope you can fight. Why? I'm not talking to people. Just go away. Just go away. I didn't ask you to come, bro. Anyway, so let me go ahead. I'm going to wait for some keep going. Hey, Thomas Moore, stop, man. It's not a waste of time. I got to do it every once in a while. I do. They come around like if mosquitoes keep flying around your eyeballs, every once in a while you got to do this. It's seriously. It's stop. Every once in a while you got to swat them away from your eyes, bro. Okay? Anyway, I like that question. Musa R said, who's the next great American champion in your opinion? The next great American champion? As in beside the current ones? The first great, we got a bunch of great American champions right now. Terence Crawford's a great American champion. Errol Spence Jr. is a great American champion. I think the ones coming up, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson can be. Jared Anderson can be. Yeah. Jermell Charlo. If Jermell Charlo can get that fight with Castano and beat Castano, Jermell Charlo's a great American champion. Great, man. One dude. And quiet as kept, Jermell Charlo is giving people some of the best fights. Absolutely, positively some of the best fights. And the best series of fights of anybody in boxing over the last couple years. Yeah, Jaron Ennis could be. Jaron Ennis has the chance. The question is whether or not they're going to get the fights. You know, the question is whether or not they're going to get the fights and be able to be featured. King of Kings said, Fanon, the super chat's not working. My bad. Hey man, keep Tahoe Blow. Who are you talking to me? Keep Tahoe Blue, you're talking to me? I'm not changing the definition of it. I'm telling you what it is. It's based on mistreatment of people based on race. That's all it is. That's what it is. Mistreatment. Right? It's mistreatment. Hinged on mistreatment. If there's no mistreatment, what's the problem? That's what you guys miss. If there's no mistreatment, there's no problem. John Boy said, this cuz y'all effing with my brother haters. Hey, man, thank John Boy. Much love, bro. Oh, yeah, King Tahoe. Yeah, thanks. I figured it wasn't. But look, man, I'm trying to tell you, I will address that issue. I don't have any problem with it. I'm not going to do it all the time, man. We got all kind of people talk boxing over here. But every once in a while, brother, I will talk to y'all about that, man. You know, it is what it is. Men of the Lord. What's going on, brother? Manuel Step as any man. Anyway. Oh, that's all good, man. I appreciate it. Ain't no worries, man. You do you, brother. Sorry about that. Yeah, Jermell Charlo's a great American champion. For sure. And thank you for that color, brother. Thank you. In the chat. That means a lot, man. Jermell Charlo. If Jermell Charlo can beat Brian Castano, literally he's one of the guys that have beaten everybody in their division. Everybody in there, everybody who's supposed to fight in his division, he fought and beat. That, in my definition, is a great champion, right? We're like to just oppose it with Canelo, right? Canelo, I don't think, dude, Canelo Alvarez is not defending his belts. He's a multiple champion, but he's skipping around. You know what I mean? So was he a great champion? Like, I think he was a very good champion at 160. He's a good champion at 160. 168, he unified the belts, but is he going to defend it and be a champion? Like Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was a 160-pound champion and defended it and defended it and defended it and defended it and defended it. Over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Over and over and over again. Ronald Middleton said, "Do you think Clarissa will fight Taylor?" No, Clarissa is probably too big for Taylor, and Taylor's about to lose to Serrano. You know what I mean? Hey, Middleton said, "But I don't be worried about that." I mean, you know what it is? It's just, dude. I'm trying to tell you, these guys be like trying to like. I don't even mind because I actually kind of like dude. He's a little slow, but. You know, he's just a little slow. He's a little slow and self-hating. But other than that, he's an entertaining guy. I'll sit there and listen to his channel. Entertaining guy. That's why I bother responding at all. Trust me. I wouldn't respond at all if he wasn't entertaining. He's just not that bright. You know what I mean? Just a little slow. A little slow. Hey, Anthony, hey, no, brother. I'm not telling you nothing. Anyway. King of Kings says, same age, Shakur versus Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy. Come on, man. Much love in that super chat. Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy Floyd. I'll take Pretty Boy over Shakur, man. I'll take Pretty Cool. Yeah, I'm just telling you, it's just a little slow, brother. It's a little slow. Not tremendously so, just a little slow. Just a wee bit. Just a wee slow. You know what they say in the UK? Just a wee bit slow. But you know, a funny dude. All that. I can understand that people find him entertaining. Kind of like a minstrel. You know what I mean? Kind of, you know, funny like a minstrel, like a tap dance show. Mike Kirkland said, just asking, can John Boy get a wrench? He's sports heavy. Oh, I'm sorry. John Boy should have been had a wrench. Yeah, guess John Boy can have a wrench. Hold on, man. I got to go over here and do this, man. And honestly, man, I'm just having fun, man. I really am. Just having fun with y'all. With this. I gotta see. Hey, Haney need to start smacking them dudes on sight. You funny, man. John Boy in the building, man. Thank you so much for your support. You are now a moderator. Do not play because he's definitely, man. Middle Lord X, man, you got to hold up on that, brother. You got to hold up. I've been handing out a lot of wrenches lately. But keep around, man. Keep around, brother. Keep around. Hold on one second. Let me check something. This is fun, man. Y'all definitely be putting me down. Hey, and my man, D. Hayes in the building. Hey, he said, keep the facts going, brother. Darnell. Hey, man, much love in that super chat, in that Cash App, Darnell. That's huge, brother. Thank you so much, man. Really, that's huge. Thank you. You guys make the channel doable. No joke. Make the channel doable, brother. Yeah, okay, I got King of Kings. But let me make sure King of Kings gets this. Hey, same age, Shakur. I got Pretty Boy, man. I ain't taking nobody over Pretty Boy in those weight classes. I ain't taking nobody over Pretty Boy over there. And and my man Mike Kirkland, much love in that super chat, brother. And both of y'all, can he get a wrench? Yes, sir. He can get a wrench. Got that. John Boy got that wrench. And Giovanni Walker said, for 9, have you heard that the WBO wants proof of Castano's bicep injury in 24 hours? Yeah, and he already admitted it, and he already submitted it. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, I did hear that, and he submitted it. So I don't know if they approved it, but yeah, I saw it, and they submitted it. Man, y'all keeping the channel cooking, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tell the truth, shame the devil. It is true. I need your support, brother. No doubt. Mark Maldonado said, you're boxing on point. Thank you, Mark, man. He said, John Boy, I support because this is straight, honest channel. I respect this man. Thank you, John Boy. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Really. And Truly Israel said, Fanon, I really appreciate your show every morning. I look forward to start my day off with some good boxing time. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, man, and it's fun. It's fun, man. I like that. That's what I like about you guys. Most guys in this chat are fun and want to have a good, fun conversation, man. It ain't always got to be so serious. You know what I mean? It got to be death threats over boxing. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you, I can't tell you how many death threats I've gotten over boxing. You know what I mean? And like at a certain point in time, like, man, will you stop? First of all, calling somebody, trying to beat somebody up about who they support for in a sport. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying just a little bit slow, man. You know what I mean? Just a little slow. This is a sport. This is not anything serious. You know what I'm saying? This is just a short. We're just literally just talking about grown men getting in a ring and punching each other in the face. That's what we're talking about, man. That's it. They're trying to act like, we're talking about world, like we're talking about colonialism or something. You know what I mean? Hey, Men of the Lord said, gotcha, Arch. S, what's up? Hey, man, yeah, keep coming back, brother. And Fanon, King, it's doing well. He's good now. He's good, bro. That's it. We just gotta stay healthy. You know what I mean? Be Easy said, this channel is all love and fun. Martin keeps it real, sometimes something you can appreciate. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Robert Robles said, thank you, Fanon, for being an outstanding person. Much respect. Thank you, Robert Robles. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Yeah, man, and Malik, you're my man, Malik Chai in the building. Anthony A, brother, hey, man, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Josh Williams said, basic barbershop convo, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, man, you got to run people all into the ground like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, you got to run them into the ground. At the end of the day, man, boxers, you want to get animated about boxers, get animated about boxers. But getting animated and all upset about other people that are just sharing their opinion about boxer, don't get a life, man. You know what I mean? Just, come on, man. Oh, we're going to expose your racist agenda. You're out here trying to destroy the lives of all the Armenian boxers in the world. Man, what? Go away, bro. Anyway, happy Friday to you, Lady Erica. But let's get back to this boxing talk. Loma ducked Haney to lose to a kid with like 14 or 15 fights. Hey, man, he didn't duck him. It wasn't a duck. It wasn't a duck. The man literally was fighting for an IBF belt. You know, he didn't duck him. He fought a champion, man. He fought a champion. You know what I mean? Is Haney Kambosos going to happen, Tory Wells? No, it's not going to happen. No, it is not going to happen, man. It's not. Sir, y'all going to have to start accepting reality with that, man. It's time to accept that reality. I don't know what I can tell you, bro. Anyway, if it wasn't, Hunter Young said, if it wasn't for a lawsuit, Haney should be smacking these other fighters on sight if he wants that fight. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, that ain't gonna get it. I hope so. He said, well, we can thank that asshole for that big donation. I did it to piss him off. Thank you. Hey, John Boy, and you know he's in here too. Every day, religiously. I'm trying to tell you, they be in here religiously. Listen to 3 and 4 chats at the same time, trying to think about what they're gonna talk about later. Oh, man, that's funny, man. Hey, Terry Smooch, you know you my dude, Terry. All day, man. 7Z said, what do you think about Cotto Margarito in an exhibition? Cotto Margarito in an exhibition, man? I don't think Cotto's going to come anywhere near Margarito. He may load his gloves again. You know what I mean? Dude, I thought Margarito, man, Margarito's a shame, man. They was really trying to push that dude on Floyd with them cement gloves, man. That's what, thank you, John Boy. No doubt, man. Thank you, brother. Fanon just don't like Haney. That's not true at all, Jermell, right? Not true at all, man. It is, dude, I don't know what you want me to keep doing. I'm not going to keep walking around the same block and acting like I don't see what's up. The man said, the president of the WBC said that George Kambosos is undisputed. I do not like that. I don't like the franchise belt at all. I don't. I didn't like it when it was Canelo. Don't like it at all. But at this point, man, I'm telling you what I see. And it is very obvious what is going on, man. Devin Haney is not a big draw. Dude, as much as I love, dude, I had a absolute fight. Let me tell you who's a fighter that I love. I love Kasim Uma. Love Kasim Uma as a fight. Loved him as a fighter. But Kasim Uma is not a big name. As much as I like him as a fighter, as much as I think he got screwed over by not being able to fight at 147, where he would have done a lot of dirt at 147, and only being able to get fights at 154, it is what it is. The man, he's not a huge draw. It's what it is. So as a result, these guys are not going to try to fight the man. And he makes a lot of money too. Man, I be go hard on Devin Haney fans. I don't go hard on Devin. I go hard. I ain't said a bad word about Devin ever. And you ain't never heard me say a bad word about, you've never heard me say a bad word about Devin ever. And I would love to hear, what is it? Truly Israel. What have I ever said bad about Devin Haney? Every time I ask you that, every time I ask a guy like that, ask a guy a question like that, they can never give me an answer. Because I literally have never said anything bad about the man. Ever. Ever. Because I don't think anything bad about him. I've never said anything bad about Devin Haney. Y'all just don't like that I don't agree with you about other situations. I literally have never said anything bad about that man. And I maintain that. Never. Said a lot of good things about him. Matter of fact, everything I say about Devin Haney is good. I think he has a chance to beat anybody in the division. I do. And I definitely think he's getting screwed by the WBC. But he got screwed by the WBC. It's just what it is. He did. He got screwed. And I'm just saying, you guys got to put up better arguments, man. That's me. Put up a better argument, brother. And then when it's dead, it's just dead, you know? Anyway, Musar, do you think fights like Cotto Margarita should go down as a no contest due to cheating? Absolutely. Lord and Master, can you block me from your channel, please? Yeah, no worries. Here you go. There you go, man. I live to serve. See you later, homie. Brian Weiss, can't wait till Shakur calls out Devin Haney. That'll be good, man. We'll hope we get to see that. I want Devin to get a big fight, man. I really do. I really do. But there's a problem, man. There's a problem. I'm telling you, that's what they like, man. They like to get thrown out. They like that attention. They like it. So I don't mind. They're going to come back under another name. They do every time. Every time. There's all kind of Google accounts, bro. They be setting up 3 and 4 before they come to the chat. Patrick Gordon, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Look, I do think if people get cheated, it should be no contest. Absolutely, if somebody gets caught cheating, it should be no contest. But it is what it is, man. At a point in time, brother, there's so much dirt in boxing that I can't keep cleaning up the same mud. It's just there, man. Let's move on, man. Let's try to see what can happen next. You know, and I'm not dumping on one fighter for another fighter. You know what I mean? I'm not going to dump on one fighter for another fighter if that fighter don't deserve to be dumped on. And quite honestly, I don't dump on a lot of fighters. Only fighters I really dump on, I dumped on Tyson Fury because that boy cheated with them gloves, and he did. Okay? But after in that third fight, I didn't see anything funny in the third fight. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. The man won the fight. That's the best heavyweight in the world is Tyson Fury. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna deny that man is the best heavyweight in the world. To me, he's proved he's the best heavyweight in the world. Now he's gonna probably have to fight Alexander Usyk to prove he can beat Usyk. I'm not gonna give it to him ahead of time. You know what I mean? And just say he's gonna beat him. He needs to take that fight. You know? That's where I am with all these guys. And your guy is not the only guy that makes a good fight. Myron Jackson said, internet is crazy. Peace for now. Hey, thanks, Myron Jackson. Oh, yeah, you know it is. Telling you, man. It is. Errol Spence is that dude, no doubt. Errol Spence is that dude. No doubt. Burke's Law in the building. What's going on? Oh, by the way, Burke's Law, let me see something, man. Burke's Law, you get a wrench. And I'm going to tell you why you get that wrench. Because you got timed out. Because you got timed out the other day. And Burke's Law is a good dude. Hold on, man. Oh, King of Kings. I did skip King of Kings. super chat. He said, I'll be our logical. Hey, Kiki said, I'll be our local logical Haney fan. That's all I'm asking, dude. Just be logical about it, man. Come on, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. I'm not listening to all that promotional stuff. I'm not going to, man. I'm not listening to all that promotional Hebrew, all that stuff. You know what I mean? King of Kings, much love in that super chat, bro. Hey, Truly Israel said I was too emotionally invested into the Wilder Fury fight. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was hard not to be, man. But that's what makes boxing fun. That's what makes it fun, dude, getting emotionally invested in it. The problem is where people want to tear down the literally, man, why, if you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, are you going to hate the Steelers fan? Like, the Steelers fans are racist. Because they're a Steelers fan. Because they ain't, man, please, man. Hunter Young said, this is my thing. Is Haney fighting for the belts or for the best, or does he do? Look, man, Hunter Young, I'm telling you what the thing is with Devin Haney is. Devin Haney makes it fighting for the money. Okay? Devin Haney's fighting for the money. That's what I think. I think he's fighting for the money. And that ain't no shame in that, man. He should fight for the money. I think he's a very smart guy, very good at marketing himself, and has made a way to make a lot of money out of a circumstance that other people in the same situation as him would not be making that much money. They would not. I'm telling you. If Devin Haney wasn't as smart as Devin Haney is, and Bill Haney wasn't as smart as they are, Devin Haney wouldn't be making the money Devin Haney's making right now. Okay? Because they took an opportunity. They saw an opportunity. They took an opportunity. They capitalized on an opportunity. They also saw the way that the internet is working, and they use the internet very, very well. They use YouTube well. They use not really Twitter. They use Twitter decently, and they use Instagram well. Use YouTube very, very, very well. Okay? Got hooked into a community that supports fighters with like gunshots. You know what I mean? And that's very, very smart. Very, 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 very smart. It carried Deontay Wilder a very, very long way, brother. It carried Deontay Wilder a long way. Supporting it. It carried Errol Spence Jr. a long way. Very, 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 very smart. Very, very, very smart. And as a result, they got a lot of support that they otherwise wouldn't have had, and they getting a lot of money that they otherwise wouldn't have had. Because if Bill Haney was not if DAZN had not come in, and we're offering people like Tevin Farmer all that money, Daniel Jacobs all that money, right? Gennady Golovkin all that money, trying to sign away all these fighters and take over. They were smart by taking that deal, and they got a lot of money. And now they're overpriced. It's just what it is, but they got what they wanted to get. Better to get that money, and get that money. I don't know how much money the guys earn. $10 million. Just say he's made $10 million over the last couple years. Come on, man. That kid is set for life. He did a smart move. Very, very smart move. However, the reason that I say that he's in a better situation than other people would be if they were them is because none of these other guys are getting that. Everybody else has got to work their way to where he is. Really. He came up, dude. He came up quicker than, if you really think about it, he came up quicker than Gervonta Davis did. No joke. He came up faster than Terence Crawford did. He got to that pay level before Errol Spence Jr. did. He got there quick because of that DAZN deal. And it was a smart move. However, now you're dealing with trying to get him the mega fights, which there are none of at 135 pounds. And that's just a fact, man. That is me complimenting Devin and at the same time looking at the scenario, man. It's called walking and chewing bubble gum at the same time, man. You remember that saying? They're like, man, they can't even walk. They can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, right? Like, you so dumb you can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. You got to stop and chew and then walk and stop and chew and then walk. That is what I mean. You can look at Devin Haney, support Devin Haney, see the very good moves and intelligent moves that he makes, but then still look at the marketplace and say, look, man, this is what the marketplace is doing. Devin makes a lot of money, but there are no big fights. Jared Kambosos isn't some huge fight, Ryan Garcia isn't a huge fight. None of those guys are really built. None of those guys are Canelo. None of those guys are Errol. None of those guys are Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. It's not that level of fight. You know what I mean? So the money, if you're getting paid a lot of money, right, you got to choose, am I going to keep taking this money or am I going to go down and accept prospect money? Right? It sounded to me like Devin had a choice between getting that fight and DAZN paying for the fight and paying Kambosos like a champion and him like a contender. Right? Paid Kambosos, who's got 3 belts. I'll go with your argument. He's got 4 belts. He's got a belt in every sanctioning body. Okay? You can't argue with that. That he's got a belt in every sanctioning body, and he has multiple choices. Everybody's trying to fight him. Not everybody's trying to fight Devin. Everybody's trying to fight him, except for Gervonta, right? So what's it going to be? Kambosos is going to get paid like the champion, and Devin's going to get paid like a prospect. Or Devin cannot fight Kambosos and get paid like a champion, and the other guy gets paid like a prospect. What's he going to do? You know what I mean? Sounds to me like he's a smart guy that thinks my money is important to me. Herbert Johnson in the building. What's going on, man? Man, who are you, Herbert? Herbert, what's your name again? You got to let me know your name again, brother, because I like to it skip my mind real quick. The name that you used to come under. What's up, Fanon in the chat? Love the show. It helps me through my work day. Philly stand up, Boots, still an EJ fan. You know what it is. Much love in that super chat. Shout out to the great city of Philadelphia of brotherly love and great fighters, bro. Patrick Jordan said, Fanon, you watching Brooks Khan? Oh, I would not miss it. Absolutely, I'm watching that fight. That's a fight I've been wanting to see for years, man. It ain't what it used to be, man. You know what I mean? It ain't what it used to be, but I'll still take it. Brother, thank you so much for your support in that super chat. Thank y'all so much, man. It really does mean a lot, man. Cat's always out here running around trying to cancel me. Keep Tahoe Blue said everybody has got Lucky versus Loma. Nobody has gone in and busted Loma up. Nah, not really. Nah, only 2 dudes have beaten him. I wouldn't say they got lucky. They won the fight, close fights. He lost 2 competitive fights. I think that's regular. I think that's real. Blackjack said, if Devin agreed to take 0 money for the fight, will still not take place. Oh, no, he'd get the fight for $0. He'd get the fight for $0. But it really doesn't depend on how much they're going to pay Devin. It matters how much they're going to pay Kambosos. Matters what they're going to pay Kambosos. You know what I mean? Now let me ask you that same question. For you that said he wouldn't fight him if Devin got nothing, what if George Kambosos got $15 million? You think George Kambosos would take that fight for $15 million? Or you think he Canelo and laugh at you? Giovanni Walker said, I missed the super chat. I got to slide back up. I don't think I did, though. Actually, it's so far up, I got to make sure. Hold on, Giovanni Walker. Hey, y'all, can y'all hit the like button, man? We got 400 people, 288 likes in the building, man. Can y'all hit that like button for me, man? It would be greatly appreciated. Hit that like button, man. It is free as a bird, man. It is free as a bird, man. Hit that like button on me, man. Hit that like button. Hold on one second, man. Let me go check, make sure. What? Why? Oh, here you go. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to get your last one, Giovanni Walker. Giovanni Walker, sometimes taking on trolls makes my day. Oh, I did miss that, Giovanni Walker. I'm sorry, brother. Much love in that super chat, Giovanni Walker. Says, sometimes taking on trolls makes my day. Oh, yeah, it's fun. It's fun, man. Men of the Lord X, man. Men of the Lord X in that super chat. Brother, thank you so much for the support, bro. He said, a little blessings, my brother. Good show. Love the way you deal with evil. You very wise and classy at the same time. I try my best to come daily. Thank you, brother. Thank you, men of the Lord. Appreciate you so much, bro. Nah, you ain't got to come daily. Let me see you a couple more times. That's it. Let me just get a feel for you a couple more times. That's all that is. I'm not saying you got to come every day because you don't. There's no requirements at all. Just be somebody that loves boxing and somebody that don't want to see get kicked out the chat. I'm telling you, that's why I wrench people, because I don't want to see you get kicked out the chat, right? Because we got a lot of people that disagree with each other in the chat, and sometimes cats will get you. You know what I mean? Because we don't tolerate trolls. We don't tolerate racists. We don't tolerate trolls. We get them up out of here really quick because they'll ruin the chat with all of that. So that's what we do. So when I wrench you, it's because I don't want you to get thrown out of the chat. You know what I mean? That's why I do it. Not necessarily so you can block and do all that. That ain't really it. It's just to make sure that nobody blocks you. But dude, we don't tolerate that stuff, man. It ruins the chat. It makes it terrible. And this whole chat is about if you've not noticed, this live stream is all about the chat. 100% about the chat. I don't really do interviews. I don't bring on fighters. I don't have a co-host. It's all about having a conversation in the morning with you guys in the chat. And if you come around long enough, your comments are going to get read. You don't have to super chat to get your comment read. You know what I mean? Your support is appreciated, but it's not necessary for me to read your comment or have a conversation with you. You know, it's also my chance to actually talk to boxing fans that are fun and not jerks. You know what I mean? I am Curtis said, bust up or not, he lost fair and square. Since when do you have to bust up someone to be considered a loss? You don't. Not a joke. You do not. You do not have to be bust up for it to be considered a loss. You don't. Oh, Bowerhouse Watson said, you still walking in miles, OG? Yeah, man. Actually, I'm on a bike. I got to save my knees. But yeah, I got up early 5 o'clock this morning. Went to the gym and got on the bike. I'm going to start lifting again. I got to get my mind into a weightlifting routine. But yeah, man, I got a bike over there. And when I don't feel like doing it in the house, I go to the gym while my son shoots. But yeah, man, absolutely, dude. I got to get that heart rate up going. I want to get off this blood pressure meds. Herbert Johnson in the building. He said, that's my name. I was sick for a minute, but I'm back now. Salute. Philly Boots Floyd. That's what's up, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. He said, Men of the Lord said, yeah, all good, my brother, but I support righteousness, something you have. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I try to be. You know what I mean? I try to be. I try to be the best I can be, man. TBE Dev, the best ever Devin Haney. Hope there isn't any hard feelings about last time. I was also muted and couldn't send any message anymore. TBE Dev, nah, man, ain't no hard feelings here. Where you at, TBE Dev? Moderated. You're a moderator, TBE Dev. I don't want you thrown out. There you go, TBE Dev. Man, I'm sorry, man. I get stuck on conversations, man. Do you see how much sweat I get for talking bad about black fighters? Do you hear it? Seriously, man. Seriously, man. These guys that placate to racists are incredible to me. Literally, dude, I get more sweat about black fighters, me not supporting and hating on black fighters, than anybody else, than anything else for myself. I can't say more than anybody else. But dude, do you see this? Literally, all chat long, I'm called a black man hater the entire time because I don't support Devin Haney as a black man. I don't support Terence Crawford as a black man. I don't support Dillian White as a black man. All the chat, the whole chat. Because I'm riding with Loma. I'm glad Loma. No, I'm not message. I want to see Devin gets paid, bro. TBE Dev said, appreciate the love. Have a blessed day. It's all day, TBE Dev. You know what it is. Hey, Devin Haney needs to have a voice in the chat, man, representing his interests. I'm all right with that. Vinny Vinci said, hey, Martin, here's a big up for an educated, accomplished black man who uses his platform to inform and influence towards the positive. Thank you, brother, man. Thank you so much, man. That's a big compliment, man. Absolutely, bro. King of Kings said, I've literally only heard you say bad stuff. Thank you, brother, man. That orange is huge. Thank you. so much. And thank you to everybody that supports in the Super Chat and everybody that supports in the Cash App. And shout out to my man, just so because they support on the regular. Shout out to Deborah Booker if you ain't in the chat today. And shout out to my man RC Boxing Life, who's always up in here. John Muhammad, y'all dudes that always hold it down. Thank y'all so much. Even though I ain't seen you today, still shouts out to y'all. Y'all be holding the chat down. And they're all the channel members too. Everybody that joined the channel, thank you to the channel members. Let me see something. Loma is dope. Can't take anything away from how did that do? Absolutely. The beef with Lomachenko was when he was overrated. That was the beef with Lomachenko when he's overrated. I ain't got no beef with him now. People ain't overrating him. He's underrated at this point. You know what I mean? At this point, Lomachenko is underrated, in my opinion. Underrated. Like, that ain't no walk in the park, man. I'm telling you. It ain't no walk in the park for Gervonta. It ain't no walk in the park for Devin. It ain't no walk in the park for nobody. That dude can fight. All right. So at this point in time, he was overrated, and I was a chief bandwagon on him being overrated. Lord have mercy, bro. Aburheim said, every time I send a cash app, it says you cannot accept payment or not. No, you're using the wrong one, Aburheim. Use the INT. Are you using this one? Or using an old one? Because I closed an account because it was somebody messed up that account. Right here, do you see this Fanon INT? You're probably using a different one. Fanon INT. That's the right there is the Cash App. And honestly, I will tell you, it is a more efficient support than Super Chat. And I definitely appreciate the Cash Apps. Rip Jones said, this show is a cup of coffee made with boxing facts. Love it, and so do the trolls. Hit the like button on your way in. Absolutely, man. You know you trolls love it. Much love in that Super Chat. Herbert Johnson said, Floyd pay cut for Oscar, Devin pay cut for the belt. That is not true. I got to tell you right now, dude, Herbert Johnson, he didn't take a pay cut. He just took less money. He just took a lower percentage. That was the highest payday of his career at that time. Got to be fair. Oscar De La Hoya, at the time Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought him, was the biggest payday of his career. Without a doubt, his biggest payday. He didn't take a pay cut. He just didn't have a he just took a lower percentage than the other guy. Got to keep it fair on that, man. And my man, Dot Gates Music said, am I the only one that don't want to see Thurman Bud one time as a live dog, and I don't want to see the best fight spoiled by a loss? Much love in that Super Chat, bro. Nah, man. A lot of people would rather see. I don't think you're the only one that don't want to see that fight. Terry Schmoot in the building. Since everyone passing around the collection play, hey, brother, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, Terry Schmoot. You huge. Hey, by the way, Terry, you support big time too. I understand, man, and I understand and I appreciate, brother. You know what I mean? For 9, so you call Lomachenko overrated when he's on top, but underrated because he's not on top. Haters gonna hate. What are you talking about? King Blue Tie? I don't understand. How's that hating? Yeah, I called him overrated when he was overrated. Not when he's on top. I'm calling him overrated when people were saying things like he's better than Ali. I didn't have a problem with people saying he's the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter, even though I had Terence Crawford and I definitely had Andre Ward over him. It was the things that they were saying. It's the thing that they were saying. That's what it is. He was over before when everybody's like, he's the best thing in the world in boxing. That's overrating him. Everybody can beat him. He's a bum. That's underrating him. The truth lies somewhere in between, man. What's the problem? He was never on top. You know what I'm saying? He was not, never thought he was better than Terence Crawford. And guess what happened? He lost to Lomachenko. He lost to Teofimo Lopez. Dude, ain't nobody Teofimo Lopez's level going to beat Terence Crawford. And that proved it. You know? Yes, he did keep Tahoe blue. Yes, they did. What do you mean nobody said it? He's the best. Oh, he's the best since a young Ali. What does that mean, dummy? Yes, he did. Bob Arum said it. That means he's better than Ali in the 1970s. It means he's better than Sugar Ray Leonard. It means he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. It means he's better than Oscar De La Hoya. It means he's better than Roy Jones Jr. It means he's better than Andre Ward. It means he's better than them. Anybody since a Young Ali. Young Ali was 1967. Do you know how many fighters have been around since 1967? He's better than Salvador Sanchez. He's better than Julio Cesar. He's better than Julio Cesar Chavez. That's overrated. If you say that he is the best fighter in the last 50 years, that's overrated for Lomachenko. He lost in his second fight, and he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no reason in the world to think Vasily Lomachenko is better than Floyd Mayweather, is better than Manny Pacquiao, is better than Tito Trinidad, is better than Juan Manuel Marquez. There's no reason to believe all that. That is overrated. To say now, though, that he's not competitive with Devin Haney, that he's not competitive with Gervonta Davis, that he's not competitive with Shakur Stevenson, that is underrating him. I think you're a moron, man. You're one of those can't walk and chew bubblegum people, okay? Two different things. Walking is he's not the greatest ever. Chewing gum is that he can still beat most of the guys fighting right now. You're either one way or the highway. It's my way or the highway with you clowns. Anyway, King of Kings said if they think you don't support black men, let somebody down, talk Deontay Wilder, and watch you set them straight. Salute, brother. No, it's not that I don't support black men. It is that I only support black people. And I do not support fighters that are not black. Which is silly, 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 silly. Anyway, Da Vinci said, big up to Terry Schmoot. My last name Schmoot. So that's what's up, Terry Schmoot. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support. Yeah. But anyway, there you go, dummy. They like that. They like that attention. What did he say? Oh, I'm sorry. Bob just didn't say that. That's just how you took it. Really? Do. In July, let's go to the Daily News. June 9th. Los Angeles Daily News, June 9th, 2016. For you, bozo. For you. What's that say? Vasily Lomachenko best since Muhammad Ali. Okay? And actually what he said was best since a young Ali, is what he said. I've never seen a fighter as good as he is. I mean, he is the best fighter I have ever seen since Muhammad Ali. He's like an absolute artist in the ring. Technically, I've never seen anybody do what he does in the ring. Let's repeat that. I never seen a fighter as good as he is. I mean, he's the best fighter I've seen since Ali. He is absolute artist in the ring. Technically, I've never seen anybody do what he does in the ring. Would you like to shut up now? Would you like to shut up? That's what the man said. So since that's what the man said, and I gave you a direct quote about what the man actually said, let's now think about what that means. Best since Ali. He originally said in another interview, a young Ali. But let's just see who is best since Ali retired in 1980. That includes Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Andre Ward, Oscar De La Hoya, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Pernell Whitaker. Shut up, Kenny. Shut up, Keith Tahoe. I heard the man say it multiple times. Go away. That is a direct quote from the man. Direct quote from the man in the LA Times. You're wrong. Shut up. Okay? How about you just shut up, period. And stop acting like somebody's making something up because you don't like what he said. The man said it. The man said it multiple times, bro. He said it. He didn't just say it once. He said it multiple times. Multiple times. Curtis Sewell, much love in that super chat, bro. Now I'm not even going to time you out. I'm going to stop paying attention to you. Because not only do you not know what you're talking about, you're a sore loser. Yeah, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, all kind of guys. Evander Holyfield, all kind of guys, bro. All kind of guys. So, yes, that's overrating him. He's the best he's ever seen. I've never seen anybody do what he's done in a ring. He's the best technical fighter of anyone I've ever seen, is what he said. That is overrating. If he is, then why did he lose to Orlando Salido? What happened with Orlando Salido? What happened with Teofimo Lopez? Okay? So, I don't believe he's the best fighter since in the last 50 years. I don't believe it. Shut up, King Tahoe. That's what he said. He didn't just say that. I'm sure other words left his mouth. That is literally what that man said. And it is literally what he said on multiple occasions. He is the best. What else is he going to say later in the interview? Oh, I don't mean that, though. The man is overrated, okay? The man was overrated. That is overrating Vasily Lomachenko, as evidenced by the fact that he lost to Teofimo Lopez. That's overrating him. All right? The man said it. Now, I think he's underrated right now because I do believe he is a very, very good fighter. So now I think he's underrated. Walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Dude, shut up. You picked the quote you wanted. I'm quoting him, idiot. I'm literally quoting him. What do you mean the quote I wanted? I didn't want him to say that. He said it. I didn't want him to say it. He said it. You said he didn't say it. That's just how I took it. But then I give you the quote. I'm not playing the interview, dude. Shut up. Let me tell you something, man. Shut up for 30 seconds, bro. You're a terrible loser, man. Shut up for 5 minutes or don't come back. I don't care. Okay? I'm not even going to throw you out. I'm just going to time you out because you're a sore loser. Like I said, you're not going to beat me in no debate, Joker. You're not going to. I'm not making stuff up. You go listen to other clowns that think I make stuff up. I'm not making it up. There's no need to make it up. The man said it. If he didn't say it, I wouldn't have said it. Okay? Anyway, Dot Gates Music said, Loma not even top 10 in the last 50 years. Man, that's really hard, bro, for you to get in the top 10 in the last 50 years. I'm telling you, that puts him above Sugar Ray Leonard. And there ain't no reason in the world to think Lomachenko's better than Sugar Ray Leonard or Salvador Sanchez. Like, come on, man. Anyway. Nah, he's not gone. I just put him on timeout. He been back. Yeah, I've seen him. He vacillated. I know, but like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind talking to people, man. You can be stupid. That's your right. I don't have a problem with that. Raheem in that super chat, brother, man, that's huge, bro. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, brother. Raheem, and with that big support in that Cash App, brother, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna put you on timeout, man. Come back in a minute, man. You lost. You're just trying to say that's just because that's what you want to hear. No, it's what he said. Did he mean it? That's another question. I don't know if he really meant it. He's probably exaggerating. But whatever. They had him in number one pound for pound in the world over Terence Crawford and over Terence Crawford and over Andre Ward. And that was ridiculous. Andre Ward has won bigger and harder fights than Vasily Lomachenko is. He's a gold medalist just like Vasily Lomachenko is. Never lost in a ring. Hadn't lost since he's 12 years old. And that's not the case with Vasily Lomachenko. They overrated the man. You know what I mean? Yeah, he punching the air right now. Yeah. Hey, say Faith in the Cross said, Martin, don't start with my boy Salvador Sanchez. You know now you're really talking all time great. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like Salvador Sanchez doesn't exist. You know, Dion Kennedy said, can Haney handle power at 140? I don't think they're gonna hit him. Much love in that super chat. I think so. In a very smart way by not getting hit. Devin Haney's very hard to hit. So yeah, I think he can handle the power. If anybody gets hit too much, though, it's going to be a problem. But I don't think he's going to get hit that much. Exactly. Raj Cardio said just a few years ago they say him and his dad was the best father-son duo of all time. Right. Over Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Floyd Mayweather Sr. A man got to 50-0, beat all kind of Hall of Famers. Lomachenko got 10 fights. Beaten only person he ever with one big win over Gary Russell Jr. And they're better than it. Man, it's silly. It was silly, bro. You're asking questions like he's been put down or something. I don't know what you're talking about, Locked in Sports. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'm not dissing Lomachenko at all. Just like, come on, man. 16 fights. The man got 16 pro fights. They want to give him credit for all his amateur fights. It's just what it is, man. They tried to sell him heavy. They did the same thing with Gennady Golovkin. They sold Gennady Golovkin, overrated Gennady Golovkin. Overrated him. He's won 22 successful title defenses. Man, them dudes were lying just out the side of their heads. No, they ain't telling the truth. You know what I mean? I thought this was about Crawford, Spence, and Charlo. Man, we talked for an hour and a half, man. That's the title of the video. Things move, man. Conversations move. Especially with Devin Haney fans in existence, because there's very hardcore Devin Haney fans on YouTube. So we're always going to get a little Haney. We're always going to get a little Haney love in the chat. Always going to be a little Haney love in the chat. He asked, can Devin handle power at 140? Oh, yeah. I'm not down on him. I don't know if he can or he can't. He's not been there, but I don't think he's going to get hit cleanly enough. The guy's a very good fighter, man. He's a very, very good fighter, man. You know what I mean? TBEDF said the best. There you go. Devin Haney's going to beat Blair Cobb, man. Come on, man. But Blair Cobb's 147, man. King Third Eye Supreme said favoritism at its finest for nine. Oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, that old line they were selling with all that Eastern European stuff. You know? All that Eastern European stuff, man. That was over the top, man. Like, dude, they got literally got like Paulie Malignaggi. Well, you know, the Eastern Europeans taking over boxing. Dude, there's literally like 2 champions. They literally on the real, they got 2 excellent fighters from Eastern Europe. 2. How does that equate into taking over boxing, man? You know what I'm saying? And then everybody like, oh, man, you're racist because you say that's not true. It's not racism. I'm literally telling you, they have 2 good fighters. 2 top-level fighters out of Eastern Europe. 2. Usyk, Lomachenko. 2. Is there somebody I'm missing? 2. That's it. 2. Gennady Golovkin, if you want to throw Gennady Golovkin in there. 3. That's it. How's that taking over boxing? That's my whole point. How's that taking over boxing? You got 3 champions. 3. How does that take over boxing? The UK comes, America used to be dominating in boxing, but now it's the UK. You got 4 champions. How in the world are you taking over boxing with 4 champions? America's got like 13 or 14 at the time, depending, always somewhere between 12 and 15. We got 12 to 15 champions at any given point in time. All of Eastern Europe's got 3, and somehow they're taking over all the boxing. The UK, all the UK got 4. How in the world are they taking over boxing? That's all I ask. How are they taking it over when they don't have that many? There's not that many of them. I think you're giving them a lot of press is what I think. They're taking over the media. They're taking over your attention. Fury is not Eastern European. Fury is from the UK. Fury, that's Western Europe. Eastern Europe is Russia, the Slavic languages. They're talking about guys from Uzbek. They're talking about guys from Russia, Ukraine, whatever else is up in there. Not even Poland. They ain't even talking about Poland. But if you want to say Poland is Eastern Europe, but it is. Poland, all of that up over there, man. You know what I mean? Well, UK is a smaller country. That doesn't matter. You either taking it over or you're not. What are you taking it over per capita? You know what I'm saying? They're not number 4, man. They're behind Mexico, brother. Let me tell you who they got the most champions in boxing. The U.S., then Mexico. Okay? And everybody else is then everybody else is way out there somewhere fighting for 3rd. Okay? At any given time. Okay? At any given time. And by the way, it's always the United States. Then it's always Mexico. That's what it is. You're trying to get per capita credit. Well, we're only smart. Man, stop. Then why are you guys winning so many Olympic medals then? If it's all about how per capita, and if you had as many people as the U.S., you'd have as many boxing champions, that's garbage. You don't have as good of trainers. That's the problem. It's not your population. It's your skill set. Okay? You don't have as many trainers. You don't have the history of boxing as many good champions as we do. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's not the population, because if that was the case, you wouldn't have as many Olympic champions. You got the UK with fewer people have more Olympic champions. How does that work? You have a smaller population, but more amateurs. Since we have a bigger population, shouldn't we have more amateur champions? Shouldn't we? If it's strictly a numbers issue? No, it's not a numbers issue. It's a Detroit, Michigan issue. It is a Baltimore issue. It is a Philadelphia issue. That's the type of issue it is. It's an Ohio issue. It's a Texas issue. It's a Bay Area issue. You don't have a Philadelphia. You don't have a Philadelphia. You don't have Michigan. You don't have Ohio. You don't have the Bay Area. You don't have Texas. That's the problem. If you had those, you would have more champions. Exactly. It's a Florida issue. That's the problem. It's not how many people are in America. It's select urban areas that have been putting out great fighters for well over 100 years. Philly has been putting out fighters like Jaron Ennis for over 100 years. Mayweather and those guys come from places where they've been put. Mayweather is not the first guy. Here's all you guess, watch this. For all the people. Oh my God, you're an idiot. Keep Tahoe Blow. Stop talking. You're an idiot. Geography and population are 2 different things. Population is not geography. Geography is the land. It is not the population. What do you mean? Because people are land, or because people are on the earth, geography is not population. Okay? It's not. I'm telling you that there are more champions going to be pouring out of Michigan than the entire country of China. Okay? There are more champions coming out of the city of Detroit than there will be out of all of China. All of China. If it was just the population, then why isn't China the number one in boxing. China's population is much bigger than the United States. Why aren't they bigger and better at boxing than the United States? Why aren't there a bunch of Chinese heavyweight champions? Huh? Kind of falls on its face, doesn't it? The U.S. isn't the most populous country. It's not. China is. Ohio got more champions than the Ukraine does. You know what I'm saying? We got states with more champions than the UK has. Why you jiving? Texas, how many champions he got right now? 4. Right now, Texas has as many world champions as the UK does. Just Texas. Because they got Errol, Spence Jr., Jermell Charlo, and Bam Rodriguez. That is 4 champions in the state of Texas. That is as many champions as the UK has. Because who do the UK have? They have Tyson Fury. They have Josh Taylor. They have Sonny Edwards. Is that it? And maybe somebody other than Sonny Edwards. Throw in a 4th in some little class. There may be one down there. But that's it. You got 4. There's more in Texas than there is in the UK. There's more in Texas than there is in the Ukraine. So how in the world are they taking over American boxing when there are literally more world champions in Texas? Okay. All right. Just in Texas. Shout out and congratulations to Bam Rodriguez. Anyway, James Anthony Vaughn. What's going on, James Anthony Vaughn? He said, hey, what the? I just tuned in. Why are y'all getting Martin? Now all riled up. Breathe, brother. It is fun, man. I enjoy it, man. I don't mind bopping these dudes upside the head. They just say a lot of stupid stuff. Anyway, Billy Joe Saunders and Colin, one lost and one close. Billy Joe Saunders is not there. Billy Joe Saunders ain't a champion anymore. Because I do believe that Canelo Alvarez single-handedly took half of the belts from the UK in 2 fights. It's all good. Hey, much love, Jay. Yeah, it's not stress, man. It's fun, man. Texas has a big population as a whole. The country is Australia. Man, no. Dude, let me see how many champions they got in Detroit. All right. Detroit might be suffering right now. I don't know how many got in the DMV. You know? How many they got in California? I don't know. Where are they, man? In Texas. I think Texas might actually have the most champions right now, though. Anyway. But Texas has a big population. It ain't that big. It's not 77 million. They're not 70. I don't believe there's 77 million people in Texas. What is there, like 30 million people in Texas? I don't think there's 77 in Texas. But let me see. What's Texas' population? I'd put it somewhere around 30. Yeah, it's 30 million. It's not 7. It's half the population. It's half the population. Unless you think deserts fight. Okay? Because guess what else there is in Texas? Miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of nothing. Okay? Texas is not as big as has half the population that the UK does. Anyway, bro, they want to say population is culture. I bet Japan has the most sumo champions. We don't care about that. Exactly, it's the culture, bro. They're trying to tell you it's the training, it's the sparring. There's a lot of good fighters, man. A lot. Okay, you get better sparring in the United States. Come on. You can't just stop, man. The UK the United States is where boxing pops off. It's just what it is, man. Yeah, California has the most. Absolutely. California has a bigger population than Texas does. And if you're honest, New England, what you call New England, has more than Texas too. New England, because really that is just all one area. Like New York, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, all that, all them little itty bitty states, man. You can wrap all that stuff up and make one big state, one state. Anyway, all them, what do you call it? The megalopolis out there out east. Anyway, California cashed out, moved to UFC. Hey, what is UFC? Cashed out. I'm not sure what that is. Texas and Cali and New York could be their own countries. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it is, man. But look, man, they're better than us at darts and table tennis. You know what I mean? They'll beat us in darts and table tennis and soccer. You ain't got no problem beating us in the sports we don't play. Okay? I have no doubt that that the population issue has nothing to do with why the UK probably, I suspect that the UK could put together at least 5 teams, soccer teams, and all of them could beat the best American team we could put together with just Americans. I have a bet on that. Curling, I don't know. We might get him in curling, bro. We might be able to get him in curling, bro. He said not darts and table tennis. Yeah, man, they beat us in darts and table tennis. You know what I mean? Just stop it, man. Basketball and boxing, leave us alone. All right, it's just what it is. Basketball, boxing, leave us alone. We're better than you. We're better than you. It just is what it is. All right, yeah, leave it there. And did you hear about Casemiro? Did you hear about your boy Casemiro on the run from the law? They robbed Guillermo Rigondeaux that fight to a cat that is now on the run from the law, and ain't nobody spreading that out there in the news. You know, King of Kings for 9. They some beasts in fencing, yeah, but you know they might be a couple Oxford guys. No, he didn't cheat. He got accused of something, and had to run out of and had to flee the Philippines. He's gonna be getting arrested and shipped back to the. He's gonna get shipped back to. I'm not saying he's a criminal or not. I don't know what he did, Sire the Ruler, but I don't. He's accused of something inappropriate with a minor. He's accused of something inappropriate with a minor. However, I would also like to say that Juan Manuel Marquez, or what's Juan Ma's name? What's the Puerto Rican Juan Ma? What is Juan Ma's name? It's not Juan Manuel Marquez. What's Juan Ma's name? The lightweight, not the lightweight. What is he, a featherweight? Juan Manuel, what's Vasquez? What's Juan Manuel Lopez? Yeah, he got off. Juan Manuel Lopez got off. Juan Manuel Lopez got off. So that's what I'm saying, man. You spreading all that stuff on these cats like they're guilty ain't fair, man. You know, Juan Ma got off without prejudice. He was looking at some serious. Yeah, Juan Manuel Lopez. Thank you. Yeah, I messed his name up. Juan Ma. He said, I want to feel for him, but that running seems shady. Hey, man, he got up out of there, dog. Zoop. Zoop might have slipped up. Might not have known. Might have slipped up. But you know what it is? Them steroids make you do something. Yeah, Mark Laguna said, yeah, innocent until proven guilty. I'm a big believer in that, man. I don't never call these dudes guilty till you know. You know what I mean? Sid Smith said, for 9, who you got in your top 10 boxers all time? Much love to the Super Show. I got to do this all the time. All time, I can't do a good one, man. I cannot do a good one. I swear I can't do a good one. I cannot do a good one because there's a whole lot of them I'm not seeing. Like I've seen a little Sam Langford. I've seen a little Jack Dempsey. I mean, a little Jack Johnson. I've seen a little Sugar Ray Robinson. I've seen a little bit of these guys, you know? However, if I had to give my best, and I'm going to give it an asterisk because it is what it is, you know what I mean? Say they president don't play egg. Nah, they may go, that dude's going to lose his head or something over there. Don't play. That dude's going to lose his head playing around over there, dog. They kill you in the Philippines. Sometimes they just don't want to get nobody. Hey, man, you in the Philippines and the folks about to come, you better run for it. You say you better run. Hey, look, on the real low, top 10, I will give 10 fighters, and I'm not going to put them in any order, really, because it's too hard to order them up like that. But my best top 10 all-time fighters are Sam Langford, Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, or not, take out Joe Louis, put Archie, Henry Armstrong. So yeah, let me do those. So Sam Langford, Ray Robinson, my guy's name was skipping my name. Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Joe Louis, Floyd Mayweather. I don't even think I gave Muhammad Ali. Archie Moore. Jack Johnson. There you go. It's the best I can do, bro. And it sucks, I know. But that's the best I can do. In the last 30 years, that's a lot easier. Thank you very much. For last 30 years, not Roy. Not Roy. Not in the top 10, no. In the last 30 years, then throw Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Manny Pacquiao, Andre Ward, Evander Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker, Roberto Duran. That's 40, but give me Roberto Duran. And Sugar Ray Leonard. I must take a Sugar Ray Leonard too. So yeah, of that, yeah. Yeah, I put Pernell in there. And I put James Toney. It's so tough, man. You know what I mean? It's really, really hard. Nah, I wouldn't put him. Eric Stosa said, damn, no Rocky. And who was Harry Greb? You gotta look up Harry Greb. Come on, man. Harry Greb did his thing, man. Harry Greb. Who's Harry Greb? Harry Greb is a middleweight from the early 1900s. From the early 20th centuries. He's a middleweight from the earliest 20th century that fought everybody. And that's why I'm putting Harry Greb in there. Because Harry Greb didn't duck nobody. I do believe Harry Greb fought Jack Johnson. Harry Greb fought Sam Langford. He fought everybody. Harry Greb didn't duck nobody. He didn't do like Jack Dempsey and those guys did. He fought everybody. So Harry Greb, you know who Harry Greb is? Harry Greb, oh no, that's Stanley Ketchel. That's Stanley Ketchel. I was going to say he's the guy that got all his teeth knocked out by Stanley Ketchel. But no, Harry Greb is like a middleweight from the early 19th century. Yeah, James Toney's a badass, but Harry Greb's a badass too. No doubt about it. So that's just off, giving respect to the older dudes, man. Oscar, not just because he fought everybody. Oscar De La Hoya is one of the best fighters. Man, Oscar De La Hoya, give me Oscar De La Hoya over Canelo for me. Yeah, Harry Greb is a beast. Yeah, Harry Greb, I'd definitely put Harry Greb over Rocky Marciano. I'll put him over there. I'll put him over Rocky Marciano. I'd also put Quiet as Kept. Jersey Joe Walcott is a beast. Jersey Joe Walcott was just old, man. So Harry Greb is definitely no Canelo. Oh, no Canelo. No Canelo at all, man. He'll fight everybody. Harry Greb didn't run from nobody, from what I could see. That's why I run with him. Said Matthew Saad Muhammad. Yeah, I like Matthew Saad Muhammad's a good fighter, man. You know what I mean? You say, yeah, Oscar De La Hoya is better. Yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., he's great. He's up there. He's up there for sure. Just like, but it's tough. You said 30 years. 30 years is 1992, right? 30 years is 1992. So I barely can squeeze. I think Duran may have fought one time or something in there around that time frame. So, but Duran is more 80s. You know what I mean? King of Kings in the super chat, brother. What's going on? He said, I know Ward's great, didn't know all-time great. I said last 30 years. I said last 30 years for Andre Ward. I said Andre Ward for the last 30 years. But in the last 20 years of this century, Andre Ward, for me, this century is number 2. I know people are going to give Manny Pacquiao, but I'm giving Andre Ward is my number 2 of this century behind Floyd. For me, it's Floyd, Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr. You can throw Manny up underneath there. Heck, no, Joe Calzaghe. Why am I throwing Joe Calzaghe, man? No. Joe Calzaghe's a good fighter, though. But nah, man, he ain't getting up in there for beating no old Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr. Yeah, Willie Pep is nice. I just know Willie Pep got beat up by Sandy Sadler. That's why I can't do that. And I don't know enough about Sandy Sadler. So, Willie Pep got beat up by Sandy Sadler. So I think he got proven, that he wasn't as good as Sandy Sadler. Trinidad, I like him, but I wouldn't put him up there. I think Oscar De La Hoya is a better fighter than Felix. But Trinidad is my favorite fighter. You didn't ask me who my favorite fighters are. That's a different question. Who my favorite fighters are. My favorite fighter, heck no, not Cotto. But Cotto's good, but nah, man. Cotto man, I'm not going to put Cotto on there if I don't put Tito on there. Ain't no way. You know what I mean? Hey, Freddie Jimenez, much love in that super chat, bro. He said, much love, Martin. Duty calls out to work. FDY, Fire Department of New York, first response, the city's finest. Catch you tomorrow. Hit that like button to support. Hey, man, Freddie Jimenez, be safe out there, man. Be safe out there, bro. Oscar didn't beat that boy. He ran from not getting knocked out. I'm all right, but honestly, hey, man, let me tell you something. When they talk about that fight, I always just smile, man. I always smile, man, because I ain't gonna lie, dog. That fight right there between Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad was De La Hoya getting his comeuppance for that daggone Pernell Whitaker fight. I was like, man, I was happy, and I know at the same time, bro. At the same time, man, I was like, man, Don King to the rescue is all I could think, man. Don King to the rescue. I said, I need to do my homework on Ward. I'm still learning. Oh, man, Ward is nasty, man. Very underrated fighter, man. Super underrated fighter, man. Definitely better than Canelo, too. Definitely better than Canelo, bro. Oh, man, he said, hey, Whitaker beat. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, man, that was comeuppance for Whitaker. Because it was the same thing. It was pretty much the same thing. Oscar being aggressive and not landing. Tito Trinidad being aggressive and not landing a lot of shots. And Oscar De La Hoya being defensive and slipping shots. Same thing with Pernell Whitaker, but worse. Pernell Whitaker was being defensive and landing on occasion, and Oscar De La Hoya was being super aggressive and missing everything. Super aggressive and missing everything. And they gave him that decision. So I was like, that's what you get. That's what you get. He said, oh, Oscar didn't draw Pernell and ran from a rematch. Yeah, he didn't want that rematch. He was going to lose that, bro. He's like, yeah, no, even in the interview, Oscar De La Hoya was like, no, I've got other things. We got bigger things and other things to do. Yeah, I know you do, Oscar. Other than lose to that guy again, because you lost that fight, bro. And you know what would give me a lot of respect? I would respect Oscar De La Hoya so much. If Oscar De La Hoya just came out, and said, I know I lost that fight. I lost that fight, man. I ain't land no shots. I know I didn't land any punches. But he was boring. Yo, he was boring. Man, you know what I mean? Just be honest, man. You know you didn't win that fight, man. You know what I mean? Just get a whole lot of respect out of me, man. See, I told you Devin always comes back up. And by the way, I never duck Devin questions. Just so you know. Fanon, correct me if I'm wrong, but Devin is the Pride champion. Wouldn't that make every other WBC holder Pride champions because there are only 2 franchise champions, Kambosos and Canelo? No, it wouldn't, because that's not what Mauricio Suleiman said. Not according to the rules. Not according to Mauricio Suleiman. There you go. So no. You know what I'm saying? Oscar Duck Cotto. Cotto's a little after Oscar, man. Cotto's a little bit after Oscar. A little bit after Oscar. So nah, I don't think he did. He's a little bit after Oscar. Matter of fact, I do believe Cotto is younger than Floyd. I'm pretty sure that Cotto is younger than Floyd. I think Cotto is one of the more overrated fighters out there, bro. Hey, 50 Keys, you're chatting me. You're spamming me, brother. I got the question. You're spamming me. J Rock said, hey, Cotto wasn't around when Oscar was fighting. Cotto was a little after that, man. He didn't duck Cotto. Just like Kovalev beat Andre Ward. No, he didn't. Y'all got it. Let me tell you what happened in that fight. Let me tell you what happened with that fight with Andre Ward and Kovalev won. This is what happened. Andre Ward got knocked down in the second round, and y'all got carried away with yourselves and forgot there was 10 more rounds left. That's what happened in that fight. Andre Ward got knocked down in the second round. And then all of you dudes that wanted to see Andre Ward lose forgot there was 10 more rounds left, and you stopped counting rounds. Because Andre Ward damn near didn't lose another round after that knockdown. That's all that is. Sorry. Call it Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez 1, the second version. Juan Manuel Marquez got knocked down 3 times in the first round against Manny Pacquiao and then won every other round of that fight. That's what happened with Sergey Kovalev and Andre Ward. Andre Ward got knocked down, got up, survived, and then won dang near every other, maybe lost the next round. Recovered 1 round, played safe 1 more round, and then after round 4, he swept him. But he should have knocked him out. And then guess what else happened? Guess what happened in the second fight? Andre Ward beat him up, knocked him out. Beat him up, Andre Ward won like however many straight rounds from round 4 till he knocked his ass out. Deborah Booker in that super chat. Thank you, lady. Thank you so much for that support. Much love in that super chat. And A-Town in the building. He said, my fam had some ties to Ali back in the day. My pops got to train with him and have dinner with him in Puerto Rico. I got some candid pics I can show you. That's what's up. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, that'd be dope. Take some screenshots, man. Take some screenshots and send them to me. To the email. That'd be dope. Just take a picture of them. Like, take a picture of the picture. I would love to see that. And Deborah Booker 2 times. Did you mean to do that, Deborah? Much love in that super chat. Thank you so much. On the real, thank you so much, man, for that support. Ma'am, for that support. Hey, 50 Keys. It's the 3rd time you left this. I asked it. No, that's not what he said. Nah, that's not what he said. He said the second fight, Ward punched his guts literally out. Yeah, I mean, they just wanted to see that dude lose so bad. All right, back at it. Sorry about that. Sound should be good. Rip Jones in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. Said a little more support. Much appreciated. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? All right, cool. We back. All right, that's what's up. And my man, I need to get these notifications. This sucks. And my man, Tyrone in the building said, good morning, OG. Royce don't matter in the ring, only skills. You got that right. I'm 100% believer in that. Exactly. You highly skilled, you will whoop somebody. Jim Jean-Pierre said, blessings, bro. A little late to the chat today, brother. Thank you. You ain't never late, man. You ain't never late. Brother, you always right on time, brother. Always right on time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That is huge. Thank you. All right, so to get sounds back, this was up. Freddie Jimenez said, you forgot my chat. I thought I got it, Freddie. Hold on. You said you was on your way out. Let me go back to it. Give me 1 second, Freddie. Give me 1 second, man. I appreciate you guys talking this boxing and supporting the channel every day. Really, I do, man. Thank you guys so much, man, because y'all here every day supporting. It means a lot, man. And Freddie Jimenez said, much love, Martin. Duty calls. I'll be at calls out to work. Fire Department of New York. Let me make sure I can see all of it. Sorry. Fire Department of New York. First response, the city's finest. Catch you tomorrow. Hit that like button and support. That's my man, Freddie Jimenez in the building. Much love, man. Much love for that, man, Freddie Jimenez. Thank you, bro. Hey, Quincy Carter said, really, Fanon, you got to go watch that fight again. I love Dre, but he lost that first fight. Dude, I've seen the fight twice. He won the fight, man. He won that. Dude, one knockout. Watch how this works. You give Kovalev round 1, round 2 with a 10-8, and round 3 with a 10-9. Okay? That means he's up 4 rounds. There's 9 more rounds. 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, all the way through for me. Sergey Kovalev didn't do anything else except for get countered and jabbed. Straight right hands for days. Body shots for days. He said, I tried to super chat twice and it won't go through. You did, Deborah Booker. You got it. Those super chats went through, Deborah. Much love, Deborah. Those super chats went through. And I gonged you up. And I thank you. Much love in that super chat, Deborah. Your super chats went through. In fact, what you said was, Deborah, you didn't say anything in either one, but they both went through. They both went through, Deborah. Thank you. What, Quincy? Hey, Quincy just want to make Fanon blood pressure go up. Hey, man, yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't think my blood pressure goes up from stuff like this. I don't think. Hey, let me tell you. Hey, fall fighter. Ward did not sweep the last 8 rounds. Well, let me tell you what he did. He won the fight. And if you had any doubt that he was the better fighter, he knocked him out in the next one. I don't know what you want me to say, brother. I gave him the first fight. I would have been okay with a draw if it was a draw. But it wasn't a draw. Andre Ward won. Andre Ward didn't lose that fight. They did not keep their word that them being ESPN and Ring didn't keep their word that if he won the fight that they would make him number 1 pound for pound. They screwed him. In the next fight, he fought Sergey Kovalev, knocked Sergey Kovalev out, and they still didn't make that man number 1 pound for pound. So whatever, he won. Jose Rodriguez said, Fanon, just want to say thank you. You make my morning so much fun. Hey, man, it's all good. Hey, I appreciate you, Jose. If you don't mind coming to a channel where you know, I hate on Latinos. You know what I mean? If you don't mind, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, man. Hey, Kevin Falcon said these dudes still whining about because they thought, oh, man. Yeah, because they thought they had him. Oh, they thought they had him, man. They thought they had him, dude. No joke. They thought they had him, man. They were like, we got him. Sergey Kovalev beats Andre Ward. It was all on their tongue. They was type. They was writing their dude. They was already doing their videos. They had it when he knocked him down, bro. They thought they had it, dog. They thought they had it. They thought they had it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so I was like, thanks, brother. Thanks, Jose, man. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, man. Hey, King said, Connor Brook, glass chin versus glass eye. Who wins? Khan's going to win, bro. I think Khan's going to win. I got Khan, bro. Fall Fighter, stop it. You admit that Canelo is good? Of course I admit Canelo. I don't have to admit Canelo's good. Ain't nothing to admit about that. That is obvious that Canelo Alvarez is good. First of all, what does Canelo Alvarez have to do with Andre Ward? See what I'm telling you about you guys, about you? How do you jump from Kovalev beating on Andre Ward not sweeping rounds against Kovalev to do I admit that Canelo is good? What does one have to do with the other, man? See, that's where you give yourselves up. Literally one has nothing to do with the other. I don't have to admit that Canelo Alvarez is good. Obviously, Canelo Alvarez is good. Dude, anybody in boxing says that man cannot fight is full of it. And you know it. All right, I've been said the man can fight. What you want me to say? But, it's kind of like, you thought. I'm telling you, y'all racist and don't even know it. And my dad told me that a long time ago. My dad was like, you know what? They know what the one thing about most racists is? The majority of them are. They don't know they're racist. They don't know that that's what they're doing. Dog, what did Canelo? And I hate Canelo because I want to see him fight Charlo. Why? I'm literally picking Canelo to beat Charlo. Actually said that's too funny. So you're telling me that Pryor was good? Yeah, exactly, bro. Like what? What is it? I'm telling you that Pryor was good. I don't get what you mean. What you mean, saying? Anyway. Fall haters said there are plenty of haters that say Canelo sucks. Anybody that says Canelo hates that sucks, that's the hater. That's how you know somebody is a hater. If they say Canelo sucks, then you know they're a hater. Just like when you say Charlo sucks, you know you're a hater. Ain't no way Jermell Charlo sucks. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't never seen Charlo lose. You ain't never seen him beat up, but you claim he sucks. If anybody says Canelo Alvarez sucks, absolutely, positively, the dude is a hater. And Jose Rodriguez is hating on that man because you know dang well Canelo Alvarez does not suck. That man is a long stretch from sucking, okay? He's not going to beat that. I never said that, man. I didn't say you did say that. I said, just like if you hear somebody say that Jermell Charlo sucks, that's a hater. If you hear somebody ask me if I think Canelo sucks and says that I hate on Canelo, that's a hater. Because I ain't never said it. You're just grouping a bunch of subjects and fighters together. I'm telling you, it's like object-oriented technology. Are you familiar with object-oriented technology? Right? With or a relational database? Let me put it this way. A relational database, that's what I'm looking for. It's like a relational database. You have a bunch of different features. So you may say, hater. They like Canelo. They like Canelo. They like black fighters. There you go. That's one you say. Canelo haters hate black fighters, like black fighters. So therefore, you think anybody that doesn't like Canelo hate you get them on a point. You relate those things together, and they all clump in your mind together, and you think them all of the same things. Like, if I support Deontay Wilder, that means I support all black fighters. Or if I say I support black fighters, that means you interpret that to say doesn't like white people. So anybody that supports black people do not like white people. And you make that assumption. So anytime you hear somebody say something decent about a black fighter and say, hey, I support black fighters, that means to you, that equals he hates white fighters. And you do that to everybody. That's how your brain works. However, I would suggest that you separate that crap and you just listen to what the guy says, man, and stop trying to deduce by compartmentalizing people and categorizing people based on certain features related to certain things that they've said. You know what I mean? You support Canelo with backhanded compliments? Man, shut up. What do you mean I support him with backhanded compliments? I said I have never not support. I said he's a cheater. That ain't a backhanded compliment. I said the man got caught on performance-enhancing drugs, and I believe he used them for a reason. That ain't a compliment. It ain't a backhanded compliment. It ain't nothing close to it. It's a flat-out pointing out a fact. I say I think the dude can beat Jermell Charlo. That is not a boxing. That's not a backhanded compliment. That is an actual truth. I believe that he can beat Jermell Charlo. That's not a compliment. It's not an insult. It's a stated fact. I think he's a very good fighter, one of the best fighters in the world. That's a fact. I believe that he is. I don't believe a lot of people can beat that guy. Just like with Lomachenko. Dude, I don't believe there's a lot of guys that can beat him. Don't believe it. You can line up a whole lot of Mexican fighters, and he's going to beat a whole lot of Mexican fighters. You can line up a lot of black fighters against Lomachenko, and he's going to beat a whole lot of black fighters. That's what I believe. Same thing for Canelo. Canelo is a world-class, top-level fighter, most definitely going to the Hall of Fame. That's what I think about Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. At the same time, I'm sick of him skipping around weight classes, and I want to see him fight Jermell Charlo. Ain't no compliment to that. It's a fact. And I'm telling you, if you think that the man can't fight, it's silly. It's silly. Why would if he can't fight, he wouldn't be able to do what he did. No joke. He would never, ever have gotten even the decisions that you don't like, he wouldn't have got if he couldn't fight. Come on, man. Ain't nobody can't fight gonna even get close to beating Austin Trout or get close to beating Erislandy Lara. It's not going to believe. I don't believe it. Hey, Deborah Brooks said, finally got my super chat to go through. I tried twice and it didn't, but I finally went through. Salute to you. Do you, Fanon. Great show. Thank you, Deborah, but they did go through. Much love in that super chat, but they did go through. Really. So hit me up. So you can hit me up. I can't reject super chats. But if you hit me on, if you just make a request on Cash App, I'll refund I will, for $10, I will give you the $10 on your Cash App. It'll go right back to your bank account. Because I don't want you, I appreciate what you do, and I don't want you to, I know you didn't intend to do 3 of them. Thank you. Quincy Carter said, Canelo voice, I like my I like my juicy beef seasoned with computer roll. Delicious. See, that's just a fact, man. That ain't hating, that's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love in the super chat. Well, that might be hating a little bit. But look, man, I got to get out of here, man. Much love to everybody. It was a lot of fun today. Make sure I see y'all tomorrow. I probably am going to do my live stream tomorrow morning. Check you guys out tomorrow morning. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.